The next one we have is actually Jake Fava, the drummer, the alleged drummer, from Mike's knowledge.
I confirmed it. It's on the case.
Oh, you did? Okay, there you go. Jake Fava is up next. Let me go ahead and copy, paste it here. So we got Jake Fava and the Booth Blues is the artist name here. The song is called Best of Me. It's another finished release. With this oh wow, this is a very big project description. 4 friends united by the almighty groove have come together to help you free your mind and dance around. Funky Americana pop mixed with a penchant of cosmic jams and silly jokes. We are Jake Fava and the Booth Blues. We just released our debut self-produced album, Something New, a few weeks ago. Congratulations, that's awesome. Check it out on all major streaming platforms. We got the band Jake Fava on vocals and percussion, Tommy Howie on keyboards, Tyler Wood guitars, and Noah Scott Larson on bass, drums, perk, additional keys, and guitar. What do they not have? But yeah, that is the project description. Oh, I'm liking the album art, man. That's awesome. Looks like an Urbana house, like on a deck.
That you nailed it.
Yeah, is that your house?
No.
Did we just dox Mike on accident? Oops.
So important distinction as a person who's in a band called New Souls that gets called the New Souls a lot. Mm-hmm. It's not the Booth Blues. It's Jake Fava and Booth Blues.
You right. Yeah, he totally typed it that way too. My bad, Booth Blues.
I'm just getting it out there. We gotta make sure we're good on pronouns. We gotta make sure we're good on thes and ands.
Yes,
always those thes and ands.
Yep. I don't want to make anybody mad here. But yeah, have you heard this before, Mike?
Yes, I am. This is a more recent release, so and it can and they actually put out a whole album. So it's not like Annika's where there's only one thing for me to listen to. Annika, if you could put out some more goddamn songs, please. But yeah, for Jake, I have a whole record that I can listen to. So this one, it's not like I'm gonna know all the words to this one. So that's good.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Let's see.
2021. This is new.
I like there's a thing in the chat that says take a shot every time they say yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get that like
really drunk.
a soundbite. Mike Ingram's yeah. All right. Yeah. Anyways, Best of Me. You ready to play it, Mike?
Ready to go.
Jake Fava, Booth Blues. 3, 2, 1.
I bet you think you were the one who got away and I was done.
So good.
But what you've yet to see, you didn't get the best of me. I may have made a few mistakes. Believe me, there was growing pain when there was nothing left to say. You just got up and walked away. Gave up too soon to see that you didn't get the best of me. If only you could know me now, yeah. You think to yourself and wonder how I could have changed so much for the good.
Love that.
Our love was due to run its course. Try not to feel a show remorse. any care if we never meet. You didn't get the best of me. You didn't get the best of me. You didn't get the best of.
That's awesome.
Ooh, church organs, dude. Let's go. Hallelujah. Wow.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
That was a journey.
Yeah.
And I'm greeted by the rattling of my AC again after that. But yeah,
It's
Jake
it's
Fava
trying
and a
it's
Blue
trying
Blues.
so hard. It's trying so hard to keep you cool.
To keep
Yeah,
us
and it's not
cool.
working, right, Josh?
No.
Anyways, yeah. What do you guys have for first impressions?
Oh man, I mean, right away, it's just such a.
They can shred.
I mean, I'm a sucker for a good blues, so
Yeah.
it's like a blues ballad.
Mhm.
So good. I mean, I like to let there are like a couple of nitpicky things that I do have, but just the overall like production and the lyrics and the vocals right from the beginning, amazing. I have to say, I think I liked the first like 2/3 a little bit more. Like I think the solo sections went on just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
And the song was around 6 minutes. And I know that for this kind of thing, like a blues ballad, that's like normal. But either for suggestions, changing some things around in that last solo section, or making it like up to a minute shorter or something like that would maybe help. But that's nitpicky stuff. Overall, love the vibe, love the lyrics, love the energy and production. What do you think?
I think so. From his description, when he said cosmic jams, I totally felt that.
Yeah.
Like he enters with like a very reverbed kind of sound on his voice,
Yeah,
and the
vocals were
guitars as
great, by the
well.
way.
Yeah, like Jake, dude, you could sing, bro. And from the last song, you could drum. So damn, like that was very, very awesome. I appreciated the little like stab ins, and then you'd come back. You'd be like, I can't do it as well, but like you come in really hard, and then you can soften the attack, and then crescendo back up. It was
Yeah,
like as a vocalist, like that was very fun to listen to.
yeah, dynamics were really great too.
Yeah, the dynamics. That's what that's called. Um, I agree with Josh that I think the solo section was too long. I love the organ. I just
Yeah,
love
me
organ
too. That
solos.
was
Like
awesome.
they're awesome, and the guitar solo was cool too. I have a couple nitpicky stuff as well, but overall vibe. Yeah, I agree with Josh. I think Cosmic Jam was a good way to describe it. Um, yeah, it's yeah, that's what I got. Mike, what do you think?
So it's funny because up until the solos, I feel like that's the song like that on their record that sounds the least like jammy or like Cosmic Jam or whatever. Because like there are other songs that feel like more akin to that, Grateful Dead lineage.
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually, I think, going to be starting up an open jam at Nola's, so that they can, really flush out those solos. Some type 2 jamming for 32 minutes. But
Damn.
like, yeah, reining in any bands that have like long solo sections is always pretty hard. Like looking at the track list for the record, the like length of songs go from 3 minutes and 4 seconds to 7:12, 2:22 to 5:28, 1:23 to 4:12, 2:24, right, 2:24 to 5:50. 2:36 to 6:33. So it's like there's this back and forth of like we managed to confine this thing down to this, and then this thing's just but it works too. Like I mean, a lot of those bands that have the ability to actually push solos, I think have a hard time figuring out when to cut, and that's where like a radio edit would come in, like there'd be some cut of this that would fit on a 7-inch, that you could put out to radio that would like basically do what you're talking about. It would either eliminate the guitar solo or it would like kind of truncate both. And that's fine. And then when you got the record, you'd be like, oh, there's so much more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right about that slow, that kind of slow blues thing. This feels like it could be on a Healy band record, which 7 people are going to get that reference. But if you've ever seen the movie,
classic.
if you've ever seen the movie Roadhouse with Patrick Swayze, they're the house band. They're the band that's playing behind the chicken.
Nice.
But great band, had some hits in the 80s, and like it feels kind of like that. Like they always had like really, really well written. It wasn't just that we can jam as a blues band. It was like the song itself is really good. Oh, by the way, we can all fucking rip on our instruments.
Yeah. I mean, it also almost reminds me like somebody who's sort of at the intersection of at points blues, ballads, and Grateful Dead is John Mayer, right? Because he plays with Grateful Dead now, but
sounds like him,
right? But like think about like Continuum, like a lot of those are blues ballads, and some of them approach, some of them are a little bit longer. Most of them, though, there will be a live version when they actually do it live that has the extended solo sections, and the album version has only a very short solo that sort of takes the best parts, the best licks, and consolidates them, as opposed to spending a lot of time on it on the album version. So that sort of makes sense from your comments too, Mike. But were you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say like it might just be the format of our reviews as well. Like if someone enters in with a great kick-ass 20-minute song, where like just because we're streaming it, trying to get to other songs, we're gonna probably say, oh, it's too long. But I just wanted to put that caveat out there.
Do we have any smaller details that we wanted?
Yeah. So I think in the first, I don't know what to call it, a chorus. There is a delay on the guitar, like it comes in with the hard guitar and then it goes in the right ear and then delays on the left ear, and it was in time and stuff. It was just really jarring to me. I don't know if I could offer any advice, but that was like one thing that stuck out immediately. And then maybe on the organ solo, I think I'd want it to be a little more upfront. It seemed a little bit reverbed, like watching the reverb a little bit. But I don't know. Like overall, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a jam. I'd love to see this live and see them shred like that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
With the church organ sound. That's like a favorite. You heard me, hallelujah. So I love that kind of shit.
So
Josh?
they're playing at the
Mike.
second record store day, which is on the 17th of July. But
Sheesh.
before that even, they're playing at Nola's on the 3rd of July, which is a Saturday. And they're gonna throw down a whole set. So
Dude,
Nice.
this is crazy.
Yeah.
We need to get out there.
No.
COVID's over, everybody. Right?
yes, please, everybody, go see a goddamn live show, please.
Go.
Please.
Get vaccinated.
We were begging you before COVID happened to go to see live shows. Not you specifically, but like people in general. Please go see that. I think the production on this whole thing is good. For me, it's the same thing with Annika, where I had heard for so long, like acoustic versions, or Jake does a looping thing when he's by himself that is actually really really good and has lots of cool layers. And that was maybe the most tame his voice is on the record too, because he has like a crazy falsetto that he throws in a lot. But shout outs to, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's Matt Obradovic or Obradovich, who is the producer on that record alongside Noah, who is also in the band. So.
Yeah, that production is sweet. Dude, my comments were going to be like similarly how you talked about the organ being wanting to be a little more upfront. I thought the guitar solo at the end was too upfront.
Yeah.
It's partly a mixing thing, and there are also some points where it sounded like it could have just been refined a little bit. The solo itself, some of the playing, and that's also like I'm very picky with this kind of thing because I'm a guitarist and I play blues guitar a lot. But there were it's also the fact that like from the beginning of the song, as soon as the vibe came in, I was like, ooh, this really makes me want to jam over it. And there's always going to be differences about, like your style versus somebody else's playing style. But I think the mix is just one place to start. It was a little bit more forward than anything else in the whole song, I thought, in the mix.
Something I thought about, like in terms of the mix, in terms of what was forward, I thought the drums were like really kind of buried. But that might be my bias as a drummer, because that's what I was listening for. Yeah, but I was like, it could be a kind of intent of like, oh, everything else is really forward, the drums are really kind of crushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see that. I think comparing the organ and the guitar, definitely the guitar was more forward.
Yeah.
I felt like maybe in that latter half of the solos and stuff too, it seemed like there was just a wall of sound coming at me. So like I wanted to listen for like all the intricacies in the solo, but after a while it got a little bit fatiguing, and maybe that's why I thought it was too long.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's
in terms, if we're talking about mix, but
yeah.
But yeah, that's our nitty gritty. Do we have ratings?
Yeah, this is so hard because like this is one of those songs where there are parts of it that I love so much. Like if there was a rating above 4, there are parts of this that would absolutely get that. And then there's other things where it's like
shreddability.
Then the side of me that's doing these feedback streams to try to help people make the best possible versions of their project knows that there's a couple of things that can be improved. And it's like, even though yes, I will add this to my personal library, the whole point of these streams is to try to like, sort of set examples and feature the stuff that's totally there and totally ready. So like if I was to rate it on like overall vibe, it's a 4 for me. If I was to rate it on what else do we have? Like arrangement, songwriting.
We have production, we have songwriting, and then I forgot what the other one is. We're still fleshing it out. If you guys have ideas, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, just based off of intuition from all those different factors for me, I would say this is like it's got to be like a 3.4.
Yeah,
because there are a couple of things that I think could be improved.
Yeah.
But I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think in terms of, since I talked about it, a mix stuff a lot, and staying true to the rating system where we say 2 is like, if I was a producer on this, would I tweak some stuff?
That's true.
I would say it's like a 2.9 for me. It is closer to a 3 because, dude, I jammed during this. Like, I loved it. But my ears did get kind of tired. So.
Yeah, the rating scale is not linear, so it's not like the number of points away from 4 is important. It's more like what each level signifies.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it.
2 is not like a 50%. 2 is like the recording is great, but there's just some production work that needs to be done. And then 3 is like ready, but we wouldn't add it. So there's different factors that go into rating.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to make some sort of distinction on that, so we don't have to explain it every time too. But
No, I was going to say that a rating system where you have to explain it every time that you use it is a really good idea.
we're gonna have
So-
a graphic up on the stream next time. We just
Yeah.
didn't have time this
so
time.
the thing is, like, I've seen streams do this before, and some people do the 100%, like how many percent's at 100, and what I always see is that the bottom 50% is never used. So it's like it's kind of useless. Like that range from 0 to 50, it's like,
Well, it's like in
if you
school.
if you want nuance, but you're not using half the scale,
In
But
school,
then again, we haven't given anybody a 1. But quite frankly, I've heard 1s before, and we're not getting those kind of submissions.
not
so,
at all. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so we need to come up with